Once upon a time, a guy replaced 6 ignition coils on his V8. Why not the other 2? What was the final result? You'll just have to watch and find out. Today I'm swapping out the remaining 6 ignition coils that are original to this 2005 Toyota 4Runner with 236,000 miles on it. I've already replaced 2, but this is a V8. Yes, this 4Runner has the 2UZ-FE 4.7 liter V8. And here on the driver's side of the engine, you can see the front 2 ignition coils. And then you can see this third one back here with the sticker on it. That's one of the new ones that I've already swapped out. And here's one of those 2 that I swapped out because, well, take a look at that. This thing is cracked all the way through. These ignition coils were cooked. Now here's the thing. The engine is running really, really good. I don't necessarily suspect any of those original ignition coils to be bad. There is a slight shaking at startup, but that tends to go away once the engine is warmed up. So because I can't leave well enough alone, I decided these are original, 236,000 miles. They've done their job. It's time to put in some fresh ones. And just like the 2 that I've already replaced, I'm going with the same exact ones by Denso. These are, I guess you call them aftermarket, even though this is the exact manufacturer of the originals. And they look exactly the same. And I've shown this in another video, but literally what it looks like to me, right above that Denso name, they scratched off maybe where it used to say Toyota. I don't know, that's just me speculating here, but these are the exact same ignition coils that the factory installed. So that's why I went this route. They're not cheap, but hey, they're Denso, so I'm hoping they last another 200,000+ miles. I figured I might as well start with the one closest to the firewall here, just because it's probably going to be the most difficult to get out. And for anyone who's interested in what tools I'm using, right now I'm using this old Craftsman quarter drive, and it has very little back drag. Get this thing loose without breaking anything. Yep. I'm just using my fingers here to remove the bolt the rest of the way. Well, the coil itself is loose. I just have to remove this electrical connection here. And I did get that connector out, which was a bear, because you can see how tight it is in here. Now I can just pull this thing out. Looking up close to the barrel here, you can see there are no more exhaust gases, which we were seeing before when I changed all the spark plugs out. And I'm really hoping the rest of them look this clean, because what that means is that my suspicion was correct in the beginning, that those old spark plugs were indeed leaking exhaust gases, and that's what was coating the barrels of these ignition coils. Looking at the branding and part numbers here at the top, you can see what I was talking about. This is, I think, an original coil, original to the truck. I don't know if that's a fact, but judging by the way it looks and how cooked this boot is, I think it is original to the truck. And well, you can see just above that Denso name, you have the Toyota and the part number, which, as I showed you on the new one, looks like it was actually taken off. And here they are side by side, so you can really see what I'm talking about here. You can see the name Denso, made in Japan, is exactly like the original unit, and just above that, it would have said Toyota and a part number. Like I said, that is complete speculation, but interesting. Now looking at the silicone boots here, you can see just how cooked this original one is, and all of them kind of share the same theme, where they were just getting cooked by exhaust gases. You can order new boots, but of course there's a cost to that, and I just opted to go all the way and get brand new ignition coils. So I'll be using some of this silicone grease on the boot, just squeeze some out like that, and then I'll just get it in there. This will just make sure that it goes onto the spark plug good and can come off in the future. All right, and to install this guy, it's very simple. You just drop it right down the hole. You do want to make sure that you're dropping it somewhat straight and nothing is binding, nothing is being forced. It should drop right onto that spark plug. And I'm hand tightening the bolt here. And I'll go ahead and tighten it up with this old school Craftsman ratchet. And this coil is now tight. I'll now take this electrical connection. There we go. And there we have it, a brand spanking new Denso ignition coil that now matches his brother next door. And I'll go ahead and work on the next one in line here, which is the second one back from the front here on the driver's side. Electrical connector off. There we go. Well, here's that second one back, and you can see it looks really clean. And that's partially because I cleaned these up before I reinstalled them the last time so that I can see if there are any new exhaust gases or anything on the barrels of these, and they look just as clean as when I installed them. You can see on this one as well, however, that the boot is brown, and that's because it's cooked. And here's our new one again. Looks great. I'll go ahead and apply a little bit of that silicone grease to the end here, something like that, and then I'll just spread it around, and I'll just go ahead and drop this new one right down that hole, making sure it's going on to the spark plug nice and easy. And it is. I'll give it a snug. And then I'll pop that electrical connector on. And this frontmost one here I do have already disconnected and the bolt removed, so I'll just go ahead and pull it straight out. Interestingly, this frontmost ignition coil actually looks better than the others. Even the boot here, it does have some discoloration, but it's not nearly as cooked as the others were. So obviously this is still a good ignition coil. And again, this replacement here looks beautiful. Denso, made in Japan. And I did already apply the silicone, so I'm dropping this thing right down the hole here. Get that on the spark plug. Again, hand tightening the bolt. Make sure we don't cross thread anything. And lastly, I'll put the electrical connector on, listening for the satisfying click. That was it right there. And we now have 4 matching ignition coils here on the driver's side, all of them brand new. And that was fantastic. That's exactly what I was hoping to find. I was hoping that I wouldn't find ignition gases on the barrels of those ignition coils, because that would mean that I had a deeper problem. But of course, I didn't. The problem before was that simply the spark plugs were probably close to original to this vehicle. If not, they had a lot of miles on them, and they had failed. In this case, we have brand new spark plugs, and they are OEM spark plugs, and we have brand new ignition coils here on the driver's side. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing for the passenger side, but the passenger side is going to take a little more work. I have this duct work I have to remove, and then I can get access to the ignition coils. And just like that, I've removed all the duct work. You can see back here the one ignition coil that I've already swapped out, which means I have to do the one closest to the firewall, and the 2 up front here, just like on the driver's side. And being that it's going to be exactly the same as on the driver's side, I won't show you the process, but instead, I'll just show you that, well, they're done. You can see the white and orange stickers on the top of all of those ignition coils. So we now have brand new Denso original equipment ignition coils all the way around. This is awesome. And last but not least, I'm gonna go ahead and change out the air filter. I figured now is a good time since I have the filter box off. Easy access. And this is actually the filter from the previous owner, and it doesn't look too bad, although it is a little dirty. And there's our new Fram unit, and it just slides right in. Perfect. Definitely cannot forget any of the vacuum hoses. Definitely can't forget this mass airflow sensor here. Last but not least, well, all right, here are the original 3 ignition coils here on the passenger side. All of them look really, really good. I cleaned them all off before I reinstalled them last time, and they look perfect, just as clean as they were when I put them in. So that is a great sign. I was a little bit worried that I was gonna pull these ignition coils out and find more combustion gases all over these things. But as it turns out, everything is totally fine. This engine runs fantastic, and I suspect that with all brand new ignition coils, it's probably gonna run even better. I don't know how that could be possible. Well, yeah, it can be possible. And now with everything put back together, the only thing left is to start this thing up and hear it run. Nice and smooth. Very, very smooth. You can hear that secondary air injection system kick off just now. I do feel like it has a slightly high idle upon startup. I don't know if that's normal or maybe there's a small vacuum leak somewhere. Every time I'm in this engine bay, I'm looking around, looking for a cracked hose or something. I have replaced a few of them, but everything looks really, really good. For those of you following the channel and saw the video where I put the Valvoline Restore and Protect in, I told you I was going to check on that oil filter and cut it open after a few thousand miles. Well, you can see I haven't really had much time to drive this thing. That oil was put in at 236,623, and we're only at 236,891 so far. So I need to get this thing on the road and start driving it. Well, I know you're just going to have to take my word for it here, but the engine has now settled down a little bit in terms of RPM. It seems like it's running smoother than it was before. Absolutely. I can feel it with my hand. It just feels smooth as glass. And I feel like I can hear it more. It almost has that sewing machine-like sound. Sounds really good. To prove how smooth this is, look, take a look at this. I've got this glass of water here, and take a look at how smooth that is. This thing's driving great. Plenty of power, nice and smooth V8 engine. I love this thing. And today, after all those brand new ignition coils, it seems to be running even better than it did. And it already ran great. That is something I do, something I am recognizing about these Toyotas. Well, this is my only Toyota, but with 236,000 miles on it, I am very surprised at how good this thing runs. Well, I guess we know now why he only replaced the 6. It's because he already replaced the other 2. And it seems now with all 8 of those ignition coils replaced, his vehicle is running really good. Well, I hope you enjoyed this story. I know I did. And if you did, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. It really helps this video and the channel. And also, if you've watched this far and you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing. I'm Jimmy for One Road, and I will see you in the next one.